Donnie.
Yes, sir.
What in the world is this?
This is a Santa Fe. Santa Fe.
It's a Santa Fe. Now, ain't that a town?
Yes, it is a town.
In New Mexico. So shout out to all of our people in New Mexico.
You sure it's New Mexico?
I think so. Google it.
Okay, let's call it New Mexico. Hell, I thought it was California. But anyway.
Oh, hell, it's in Wisconsin. Damn. Okay.
It's a max dry.
What's the max dry? It's for like drying clothes?
No, it's for getting water out of the air.
Do you think people get tired of our shtick? I guess if they do, they can change the channel.
Yeah, they can change the hell, it don't matter.
See, we start each video where I act like Donnie's doing something crazy, and I don't know why he's doing it. But the truth is, it was my idea.
This thing is a dehumidifier, is what they tell me. Now, these things are like $3,500. Okay?
Yep.
I gave a $100 bill for this one because it's broke. Now, we got to figure out how to fix it so we can use it. And we have no clue.
So tell them why we need a dehumidifier.
I got post-powder beetles.
We have a big, huge building that has bugs in it.
Post-powder beetles. And I've had it sprayed. I've had chemical. I've had powder. They told me you got to put plastic under the building. So I put plastic under the building. They said you got to have a bug technician come out here and spray it. I had a bug technician come spray it. They tell me I got to spray stuff upstairs. I sprayed stuff upstairs. They told me I needed this. I did that. They say I got to get the moisture out of there. I've had 2 dehumidifiers running non-stop in it, but they ain't quite big enough. And I got to get under 16%. So we're running about 22%, 23%, somewhere in that range, and I can't get it no lower. These 2 machines I got, they're 4,000, about 3 to 4,000 square feet per unit, and they're
just not big enough. So everybody we talked to is like, oh, you need one of these nice dehumidifiers to put underneath the building. And by the way, these powder post beetles, they're like termites, except they're not as aggressive. So they bore little holes through the wood, and they slowly just turn everything into Swiss cheese. But it doesn't really rot it like termites do. So it's not quite as bad, but it's scary. You see wood with dust around it where the beetles have drilled little holes in it.
They say these post-powder beetles drill a hole, and then they go to sleep for 3 to 5 years.
Or something like that.
Something like that. And then they wake up and move a little bit, and then they go back to sleep. So with that being said, a termite eats nonstop. These things are going to sleep.
Or something. We don't know, people. That's what we've heard.
They ain't moving for a period of time.
They're not as aggressive. But the whole problem, the reason they're in there is because there's too much humidity in the wood. So the percentages he's giving you is the water percentage in the wood.
So
we need to dry all this crap out.
We're trying to get this thing working. We need to get this thing working.
So we need some of these, and we saw a good deal on this one. Now, why was the gentleman selling this for $100?
He said it was broke.
It was broke.
And this guy's in a mansion. I go up, and he says, yeah, drive through the yard around to the back, and I got a building back there. I drive back there. This guy's got like a 20 by 20 building with power garage door. I'm like, hell, I ain't got power here on the garage door. I couldn't believe it.
And so Jeeves came out and helped you load it, right?
Yep, that's right.
So the butler came out and helped him load it. And so anyway, so the rich guy bought a brand new one to replace his old one because this one's broke. So we're thinking it's possible that it's something fixable.
I'm hoping it's that switch.
Yeah, we're thinking it's possible it's something fixable. And these are real high quality dehumidifiers made in America, nice company. So we're gonna check it out and just see what makes them work. And if it's anything fixable like a relay or something, or if it's all of the coolant has leaked out, or what in the world, or if there is coolant, we don't know how they work. So we're going to try to take the thing apart and see what we find out. There's so much humidity in the building, it's fogging up the camera lens, Donnie.
We're getting somewhere. Guess what?
If the camera lens fogs up, it's because the humidity's through the freaking roof.
I found a long one.
Yeah, once you tell them about the theory of that, Donnie.
Once you find the long ones, you got the right one there.
If you're taking screws out, you're taking something apart, when you take the little ones out, that's trim. You find the long ones, that's holding stuff together. So it's a 5/16 screws, hex head screws, but we can't find our 5/16 bit. This looks like it must be where a filter goes. Little plate comes off. Donnie's trying to cheat. Go ahead and do the reveal, Donnie.
It smells like burnt up.
Oh no, does it? It might be burnt up. We're gonna see something scary, people. Here we go.
Boy, that showed us a lot, didn't it? Well, it looks like it's an air conditioner.
It sure looks that way. So it's like that's how they're getting the water out of the air. Smells burnt up to you?
Yeah, it smells burnt up.
Well, it still could be a relay. What the heck is that?
I think we need to take the other side off.
Of course, that's how that always goes. Wait, you're actually gonna put it back on?
Why not? I got to go find it.
All right, we're gonna look on the other side. All right, we turned it around, and Donnie is taking the screws loose. Let's see what's in this side. By the way, this video is not meant to, we're not saying anything bad about Santa Fe. We've heard they're real nice systems. We're just wondering if they're fixable, if we don't know what we're doing. I do smell something, but I don't know if it's burnt up.
Right there. Look. Is that the dryer back, or the accumulator back there? It's black.
Can't see. Let me see. Yeah, there's something back there that don't look too great.
Will it go through here? And you look up top. You see it back there? Yeah.
Yeah, there's something going on. All right. Well, we might have to dig farther, people. If it's got a leak in it, we're probably not gonna be able to fix that.
Right there. If you got your gauges with you.
No.
Well, this is the way to check, people.
Oh boy, here we go. Here we go. We were wrong. That ain't the way to check. Donnie's gonna let the juice out. Don't do that if it's gonna let the juice out now.
We ain't gonna let the juice out.
It's still got a charge.
It's got something in it.
Maybe not enough though. A little something in there.
A little something in there, but you need the screw-on gauges. You got them at the house?
I think. I don't know.
I
got a set. It probably.
I got the new stuff. It just
Yeah. Oh, the old screw on.
the R12.
Yeah,
stuff.
I think I got like an adapter on mine. If I take that off, it might do it. Okay. Well, what do you think? Should we look on the other part?
I think we ought to plug it in and see if anything happens. What
Okay.
you think?
Why not? Now this is voiding the warranty, I believe, people. But
Well, you know, we got to do something here.
we're just messing with it, folks. We're not saying anything about their build quality or anything. We don't want to piss them off in case they want to send us a free one.
Huh. Looky there.
It's doing something.
Damn. We ain't got nothing to blow like that.
It's got a big old fan in there somewhere. Here, I'll put it down close to it so you can hear the hum.
Now, with that being said,
It should create condensate.
should be hot or cold somewhere.
Is the compressor still on, or is just the fan on?
If that's the compressor it's on, I'm pretty sure that is the compressor.
Okay. I guess we need to see if it's like the other ones. It'll basically create condensate on that.
Well, this one will get cold
Evaporator.
and this one will get hot, or vice versa.
It should start dripping somewhere. All right, we're gonna let it run a few and see if we see what it looks like after a little bit of time.
Ronnie.
The candy is not mine. That is all yours. You know I don't eat candy. Come on now.
Come on now, we got to get this.
Come on now, that ain't my candy. Donnie's buying Halloween candy already, and it ain't even Halloween. It ain't even close to Halloween.
That's what I got last year.
That's last year's Halloween candy?
Absolutely.
What'd you dress as?
Abbott and Costello.
Who's on first?
What's on second?
Well, who was the shortstop? I can't remember.
I don't know who's on first.
No, I can't remember. The shortstop was the funniest part. I don't know who was on third. And then, who was the shortstop? I can't remember. Anyway, well, I'll have to go back and watch that. Okay, so here's what we did. He had me. Now, tell him, Donnie, this is not all on the same day. You may have noticed Donnie's shirt changed.
Yeah, it did.
Okay? So that means that it's at least 2 weeks later.
Yep. 2.5 weeks.
No, hey, I'm going to say right here, once and for all, I don't like people that smell bad. Donnie has never smelled bad. He takes a shower every day. Now, he gets dirty because he works on a lot of stuff, but he never stinks. You're never going to find Donnie smelling bad. So that's a good thing. You know, Donnie's the man.
Unless it's at the end of the day.
Yeah. So, you can make jokes like that, but anymore you make jokes and people think that you're serious because half the people walking around stink.
Yes.
Oh, man. But anyway, Donnie doesn't ever stink. Okay, so it's been a week. And so he had me bring up the air conditioning gauges. Now, he's going to screw up my air conditioning gauges probably.
Probably. But we're going
Which means we're going to be buying new air conditioning gauges this week.
Okay.
But he's going to try to hook up to this
port here.
This high pressure port here.
Yep. High pressure port.
And see if it's got anything in it.
I guess that's the yellow one, right?
No.
Right, the yellow.
They're all the same size, I think. I don't know if I
No,
got the right.
the yellow one's bigger than the rest of them.
I don't think.
Which one's a high pressure? Red?
Yeah.
Good. You tell me that shit was up.
It's just a holder. All right, open it.
Did you see it move?
Nothing.
It moved and went back down.
There ain't nothing in this damn thing.
Okay, now how do I put stuff in it?
You connect it to the yellow one.
Okay, you got anything?
We're refrigerator repairmen.
You got anything?
No, because there's a leak in it. Anything you put in there is just going to leak right back out.
Okay, y'all. I got to go get Freon. Hold tight.
This is going to be a disaster. Don't try this at home. This ain't going to work right. Don't try this at home. O ye of great faith. You should have little faith in this. This is not going to work. He's back here looking for something. He's been concocting something all week. Here he comes. What's he got?
Got an extension cord.
Now, Donnie, there's different types of refrigerant.
Ronnie, there's different types. Look, I'm going to give you an analogy that's like this. There's different types.
He don't know how to work on air conditioning.
Thing's moving on, ain't it? Look at that. Every time I open that thing, it goes backwards. Watch it. Did last time, I promise. Promise you. Okay. There's different types of relays, ain't there?
Well, that didn't work.
There's different types of relays, ain't there?
Yep.
They all do the same thing, right?
No, there's different
Yes,
ones.
there is. It all does the same stuff. So I gotta get a can of Freon.
It needs to be 2 pounds of R410.
We ain't got no 14.
That's not R410. This isn't going to work very good.
Fix a flat. Will that work?
Fix a flat. It was not a refrigerant.
Huh. Okay, give me a minute. We'll be back to you in a minute.
Did the compressor kick on?
Thing's running. She's starting to get hot.
Is it even taking it in?
Yeah, I'm taking it. It took 30, about 30. But the compressor's still condensing it. It's pulling it in.
All right, well, it's holding 40 pounds while it's running. We don't really know what it's supposed to have in it because we are not refrigerant repairmen. Do not do any of this. Don't do it.
High pressure, it says low pressure should be at 250. High pressure should be at 450.
Yeah, so we're real low.
Hey y'all, it's making water.
He juiced it.
Basically, what I'm trying to find out is, I know it's leaking Freon somewhere, but I need to know how quick it's leaking Freon. This thing's from 09. If it takes 12 years, 13 years for it to leak out 2 pounds of Freon, okay, we'll juice 2 pounds of Freon in it, and let's run for 5 years. But if I've got to spend $1,000 to fix it, put new heaters and all in it, or radiators in it, then we don't want to do that. So I put a couple pounds of Freon in it, and we're going to see what it does. Actually, I put about a pound in it. We'll see what it does. It's starting to work though.
Yeah, it's starting to, one side's getting hot, the other side's getting cold, but who knows?
I don't know.
If this don't work, we're going to have to call in the experts.
Experts.
The people that know what they're doing.
Not me.
We're just messing around. We never really messed with one of these.
Never.
We might have broke it, but it was already broke, so it don't really matter.
Yep, don't matter. I told y'all relays are insane. Look at that.
Well, it appears that he did get it working by just juicing it with random coolant that he had. Should you tell him what you put in it?
No.
He put in some random coolant that he had, and at a very low pressure, because the older stuff uses a lower pressure. And it seems to have got it working, but who knows how well and how efficient, and if it won't just leak out again. So we'll have to do an update to the video. We don't suggest you do this to yours. What should they do if they get one, Donnie, that's broke?
Spend your $1,000 and call your man to come look at it.
Call your AC guy to fix it. Don't listen to us. What we did isn't going to last long term probably, and it's wrong. Don't do it.
And we are fine with it.
Yeah, we're just learning. We're trying to learn.
Yeah, we went to school, basically. And
They don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know what I'm talking about. Well, see, education costs you money.
Yeah, that's true.
And I just was educating
Yeah.
Ronnie on this machine.
You weren't educating me. You were educating yourself.
I was educating both of us.
You know what he's saying? He's saying pay up.
You pay up. Basically,
It's blowing out a ton of hot air.
look at that.
And you see the thing is frosting up a little bit, and it's dumping water out.
It's getting ready to dump big time.
So I mean, it is working. Probably not as well as it's supposed to, or
What I'm trying to figure out here is it worth fixing?
yeah.
So it seems to be worth fixing.
Everything seems to work. It just didn't have a charge on it. So we put a little coolant in it. Now, Donnie, you know, if you put the wrong coolant in it, it messes up all the O-rings and the seals and the
no.
compressor.
Okay, look. This is how this stuff works. They come out with something good,
Yep.
and it works real good, but
Yep.
it works too good.
Yeah.
So then they say, oh, hell no, we can't do that. We got to give them some stuff that works decent, so we'll change the formula a little bit.
And then they patent the formula before all this happens. They're doing it right now, actually. What was the new one?
410.
No, that's not the new one, is it?
That's the newest one.
Oh, okay.
The next one's supposed to come out like 2 months.
Okay.
So there was R22. No, there was R12, and then it went to 134 for everything: refrigerators, cars, air conditioners, everything. And then it's, oh no, 34, you can't use it. Got to use 22. See, R12 was real thick. It wouldn't leak if you tried to make it leak. But that wasn't good enough. So we went with R134, which was thinner. So it leaked a lot easier. Well, that wasn't good enough, so they went with R22. It was even thinner. So now they say, well, you know, that low pressure system, it don't leak enough. So we'll bump the pressure up 4 times as much and put R410 on there. So now they're running 410 at like 300 pounds of pressure. So you got to buy all new gauges. Your supply lines don't work. You got to buy new copper supply lines. You got to buy the new indoor unit, the new outdoor unit. And then they go, well, you know, R22's outlawed. And then after everybody buys these new units, the few of us that say, we ain't buying no damn units, we'll just buy the Freon. They say, well, you know, we made some substitute Freon that's cheaper than what the original stuff was, that can be used in the original application. And it's like, oh, come on now, people. Come on.
Come on now.
It's just pouring water out.
It's gonna mess up our cardboard, Donnie.
Yeah, I know. We're going to get it off here. Let's throw it in the
It's
floor.
working so well that it's causing us problems.
Already.
Boy, that's pretty good. It is actually doing what it's supposed to do. It's taking humidity out of the air.
Yeah, and I still ain't figured that out. He's telling me that water's coming out of midair. I'm telling
Well,
him,
you're the air conditioning tech.
I'm telling him it's because there's ice inside the box.
All right, folks. So there you go. We'll see if this thing keeps working, or if it works good enough. But we're going to go ahead. It's spinning around so it'll drip off in the floor.
It's dripping off in the floor now.
You kind of put the power cord
Right in the wrong spot.
exactly where the water.
It's still dripping though.
Boy, I bet that's some nasty water too. That thing. I'm not
Smells
it's all
pretty
that.
nasty.
I'm not sure it's all that clean in there. Okay, folks. So there you go. So if your Santa Fe stops working, at least in our experience, what it was is the coolant has all leaked out.
Yeah.
So
And it says you got to have one 410.
you had to have 410. Is it 410?
Yeah.
2 pounds of 410. 2 pounds and an ounce. Yeah. So call your air guy and he'll
Yeah, you got to be a licensed air guy to have that Freon.
he'll come fix you up. But there you go. So I hope if yours is screwed up, the whole point is the thing's very expensive and you don't necessarily need to throw it away. You need to have it serviced. Get your air guy to look at it. He can probably save it for you.
Yep.
Don't let him tell you need a brand new one. Come on now. Come on, people.
Come on.
Come on now, people. You don't need a brand new one. Look, it's dripping water out all over the place. It's working just fine with a little charge. Come on now, people. All right, Donnie, tell them what to do.
Y'all, if y'all want to know what happens to this thing, subscribe to the channel. Hit the little bell down.
Tell
on
them
the
about it's
bottom.
for entertainment purposes.
It's for entertainment purposes only. Now, we're going to try to use it, but it's going to be for entertainment.
It may not work, it may work. We're just trying to show you the inside of it in case you've never seen one.
And anything can be fixed.
Yep.
We've done gotten a society where we throw everything away.
Now, me and Donnie have no damn clue what we're doing, and we fixed the damn thing.
And our gauges here,
They're not even, they're for a car.
this is for an automobile.
You know, it's not even the right stuff. And we got it running. That ain't perfect.
It ain't
An air guy would do a lot better, but our whole point is people got to stop throwing the good shit away. This is a good one here.
Yeah.
Don't throw away the good one.
Yeah, that's
Come on now, people.
Come on now.
It's made in America, people. Come on now.
Come on now.
Come on now. This ain't right.
This ain't right.
Why would they do that, Donnie? I don't know.
I don't know. But subscribe to the channel if you hadn't already. Give us a thumbs up for filming it, and hit the little bell down there, and we'll catch you on the next one.